Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. They're raggedy? Starving? They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risks the welfare of the people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic, but perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Ulysses back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling to or unable to leave, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get. Alphino, Alice, and the scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area lend their support should it be needed. Understood. This is gonna be bad. This is just... oh my god. And I can't attune. So I get to waltz my happy ass back over there. You know, when designing future expansions, can you please either make flight activated? I don't care if it's slow, but like, this is nuts. Or not deny us the means to transport back and forth. Because nobody, and I do mean nobody, wants to walk across a map that's this big. Nobody. If you're tuning in, you came at a slow part of it, but don't fret. I do voice acting, and, well, a lot of this story doesn't require combat, but sometimes I throw... oh, wow. Halfway decent. Huh. Neat. And I go on tangents, because I'm probably autistic. So, yeah. Stay tuned, and it will be entertaining, I am sure. There is no better way. I mean, it is what it is. The good news is, if you go to my YouTube channel, Full Spectrum Now, or it's /Full Spectrum Now, I'll be cutting all of this delay out. And we'll just have nice storyline gameplay. I still need to figure out more about this treasure hunt stuff. Well, it does look like I have plenty to do. Oh, snap. Well. Well. If I had known that, I would have done that a little bit sooner. Oh, come on. Now I get stuck, of course. Oh boy. What are you doing back here? Where are Ulysses and the others? Oh, I did not expect you to arrive so soon. There's been a development. Perhaps you had best see for yourself. 'Tis a comfort to see thee none the worse for thy recent ordeals. Oh, man. Segenhaft and Ulysses. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then when he was alone, No, he would... Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. Some would rather die, but most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be about a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach our camp safely. This expansion. Super duper dark. After what had happened to his family, the first was all Julius had left. Now even that's been taken away from him. He's not alone in that either. There's a comfort in having someone to follow, someone to lead. That is true. One of the benefits of the military is the fact that you don't have to really think about what you need to do. I do hope the Isselbard contingent actually makes some kind of difference around here. Well, at least she spoke to me. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I'd sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me. Take me with you, please. Yeah? What about Queso? Well, got the Aetheryte sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in Laternum is also functioning as normal. That's where you lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. That's good. And in the meantime... not even risking missing that chance. Try as we might, any words of comfort we may offer are like to fall on deaf ears. We are but strangers from foreign lands, perhaps in their eyes the very cause of their suffering to begin with. Nevertheless, we must give up. I can only imagine Estinian's bedside manner. I know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls, but if it's safe passage to our camp they need, I'd gladly oblige. To employ healing magics now would likely invite catastrophe, as thou canst attest from thy experiences as Victor's spoils. Indeed, the Garleans view our ability to manipulate Aether with the same suspicion that many Orosians do Magitech. Ah, it's you. The one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. It makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while, the words start to lose meaning, until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate. And I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'd be glad to accept. Very true. Divisiveness is unnecessary. It is always unnecessary. Everything's going to be alright now. Best not to dwell on it, not when there's work to be done. Why? We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass, what we'd hoped to talk about with Quintus. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Seems like most are. Thank the 12. Thank the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and temperate skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain, courtesy of our Laminson friends. I'd save it for the temperate, though. I'll make a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Huh, okay. Thought you were going to make traipse across the map regardless, it seems. That's so cool. All right. We'll do those quests when I can actually fly. Although, that being said, I think once this quest wraps up, that'll be the break time. Because it is getting close to bedtime for me. That was the wrong button. Not bad if I do say so myself. Fighting under leveled and all that. So what would I need rope for? like, I'm gonna end up killing him. Such a majestic beast. Let's see if I can avoid aggro. I could probably take him, but I don't want to twin fight here. If I can avoid it. Well, that's convenient. I'm guessing this is part of the hunts. Jeez, if I hit you any harder, you're gonna die. Ah, there you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The temper proof was somewhat more troublesome. Those chains should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. With that taken care of, I'm to gather a few supplies and then return to the station. While I see to that, would you mind apprising Lucia of our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting forays, but I'll save that for later. First things first, and all that. Alright, so with this, Sagenhoft, I was informed of Quintus's suicide. It must have come as a great shock to his men. What are the refugees? I'm told some were receptive to our proposal, but I would hear your first-hand account. Well, they were. That so many did not hesitate to accept proves how desperate their situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugees, perfidy notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. We will tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of their legatus, and that following his suicide, they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal and his men punished with him. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability. Or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. Who can say? I didn't know the man or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and it falls to us to clean up the mess. Yeah. Alright. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys made it through this in one piece, because this was pretty harsh, pretty rough. This the series. I mean, we had enslavement, we had suicide, we had child murder and death. It was a lot. So hopefully tomorrow's stream will be a lot less intense. Take care.